Okay, so hello and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a warm welcome to all of you for our first day of Lab 1 for the GDS programme. It's a very exciting day, bringing you all together for the first time from, I think, around 14 different countries. So thank you for being here. So my name is Kerry Grace and I am the programme coordinator for the GDS programme. So I'm the one that's been corresponding with you over the past several months. So hopefully my name should be familiar to most of you. And so it's now lovely to virtually meet you and put faces and names together. And thank you for sending in your introductory videos. These have been very well received, and we've uploaded some already onto the YouTube channel, and we will continue to upload the rest over the next couple of days. So do, if you have an opportunity, do have a look at those. I think it's a great opportunity to help us network. So my main role, as my title suggests, is to coordinate the main functions of the GDS programme, and I guess in short, sort of working behind the scenes and making sure that things get done when they need to get done. So I would often work with other departments across Carlton, as well as externally with IDRC, who are funding this initiative. And of course I work closely with the co-PIs, Bjarke and Dominique, and the investigator Chiara. So the four of us together make up the core implementation team for the GDS programme. So as well as general project management, my role also involves planning and producing content for communication on the programme. And we recently reinvigorated our social media channels with the award announcement a few weeks ago. So thank you all for sort of getting involved and supporting each other on that. And we will continue to kind of keep those channels alive. And as well as the social media, we're also looking to produce a new website to help share and showcase the great work that's been achieved through the programme. So you may have guessed from my accent, I'm not from Canada, I'm originally from the UK, and I moved to Canada last year. And my background is neither in design nor gender, but I'm a social researcher at heart, where for over 10 years I've conducted and managed research studies for UK government in policing and public interactions with the police. And so I'm very excited that we're now at this next phase of the programme, and as always I'm around for any questions that you may have, so don't hesitate to ever reach out. And just before handing over to Bjarke, just a little reminder to keep yourself on mute, to add questions or comments in the chat. We're recording now and we'll be recording throughout the day. We'll also keep a record of the chat and any comments and questions, so if we're unable to come to them and cover them today, we'll collate and consider the responses and share those with you afterwards. So I'll now hand over to Bjarke. Thank you.
All these faces, and congratulations to everybody for being here. We're very excited about this event. My name is Bjarke Hallgrimsson. I'm a professor at the School of Industrial Design here at Carleton University. I'm also the director of the School of Industrial Design currently. And together with Dr. Dominic Marshall, I'm also a co-PI on this project. I want to start by thanking everybody who's made this program possible. And in particular, I want to start by thanking the IDRC. I got involved with IDRC many years ago in programs in East Africa. And it's been great to work with IDRC and their leadership in terms of supporting community-based projects. So in particular, I would like to thank Claire Thompson and Luc Mougeot at IDRC for their vision to bring this program into fruition. And I also wish to thank Carleton International, and in particular Heloise Emden, who was so important in terms of facilitating making this project happen. And of course, our project manager, Kerry Grace, who's always doing all the work behind the scenes and making sure everything happens, and who keeps crossing T's and dotting I's for us. Also our colleague, Chiara Del Gaudio, who actually designed the Lab 1 activities that we'll be going through today and the future lab activities. We also have some exceptional regional experts who will be here to help you in the regions. And I would like to start by thanking Raquel Norona, who is our Latin American regional expert, Emmanuel Matungi, who's our Africa regional expert, and Yoko Akama, who is our regional expert in Asia. We also have a lot of sector experts here at Carleton, and I wish to thank them, and there's too many to mention, in addition to all the research assistants who will be working with you and are a big part of this project. This is a big international program, and we're extremely proud of having brought so many people with so many great projects together. And this lab constitutes a form of kickoff event for our gender design and STEAM program. And we're so happy for all of you who were able to join us today. So thank you. And I wish to pass it on to my colleague, Dr. Dominic Marshall.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to all 61 of you and counting this morning. It's marvelous to see you all. I'm a historian at Carleton University, and I accompany this project, which I co-direct with Bjarki. If we are talking about accent, my one is a French-Canadian accent. I'm from Montreal. And I researched the history of family, childhood, social policies, and I was brought here because I have done some history of technology and some history of human rights and humanitarian aid, especially in Africa. I just wanted to insist on how experimental and collaborative this project is. And this morning is the first moment where we try to share things between all the teams. And as we proceed, we're not only talking about gender design in the Global South, but also about ways of sharing. So we're also trying to think of the best possible way to see how these applied ways of thinking about gender design are working and can help each other. So I hope that you're all aware that you're part of this and how open the project is and how wonderful it is that so many people are ready to exchange. So all the best to us all for the morning. Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chiara Del Gaudio. I am assistant professor here at Carleton University at the School of Industrial Design, and I am one of the investigators of this program. What I do, okay, my accent is a bit of a mix, so I won't talk too much about that, but I research on political design and on collaborative design processes, and I'm really interested in how power plays out in design networks and design processes. One of my focus is to design for self-determination. That said, I would like to give you some background about why we're here. You received some information by email, but I think contextualize is always a good thing, and give you an overview about today. The GDS programs aims at supporting the development of a network on gender design and on supporting research in gender design development of capabilities on this. In order to do this, in this emergent field of research, we don't know exactly, or we have some ideas about what gender design is and could be, but also we know that each one of you can have a specific understanding and can contribute to this. So we think about our expertise and your expertise. We thought that what was important was to design a platform to support this exchange between us and you throughout your research activities. This platform, we call it GDS Hub, and GDS Hub works through some activities, one of them being this lab. Lab 1 is one of them, and it's meant to be a moment in which we start connecting, know each other, understanding our expertise, and at the same time, a moment in which we start asking ourselves, reframing a little bit maybe our questions, listening to other point of view, asking ourselves what we are doing, if we are in the right direction, maybe evolve a little bit our research. And we designed this, Lab 1 is made of 4 days, 4 half days, as you see, so, usually in the morning, my morning at least, I'm not sure what it is for you. So the first day, it's about providing you with some content related to gender, gender analysis, gender perspective. What does it mean to having a gender inclusive perspective when we research and when we design an innovative design, a different design process based on gender inclusivity. And at the same time, we would like to share with you some what our experts do, and for you to get to know better them and to be able to contact them about that specific topic that can be relevant for you in your research process. Second and third days are hands-on days in which we will work together in groups based on stream and on your region, and we will present our projects, your projects, not mine, of course, and you will present your project, you will discuss it, the first day you will explore gender design and resources and perspective that can relate it to gender design. The second day we will work in detail, this third day, sorry, in detail in checking our processes, see if something needs to be changed or not, discussing, updating them based not only on your idea, but maybe on your another award's idea or your gender or regional expert suggestions. So it's a moment in which, before starting with this project, we want to be sure that we know which is our direction that can be updated over time, but just have a moment of reflection. The last day is a day in which we share what we did and we reflect together, we define the next steps, and we have some more networking activities with our sector experts. I think it's more or less everything. We have 1 lectures and 3 conversations today, and after each moment we will have some time for questions and answers.